What up, guys? It's your boy Curtis Dondino. Your boy, that sounds so corny. Never mind. It's Curtis Dondino, and we're here today with another Don Press Play review. You already watched the title, you saw the thumbnail. We're talking about Get Out. Now, Get Out, I don't know if I should laugh, clap, cry, or be scared, because I feel like you get all of those moments in this movie. It definitely takes you through an emotional roller coaster, and it was a really, like, I'm gonna just start off by saying it was a really good movie, because I've seen some reviews, I've watched the big YouTubers, and they gotta, we'll get to that, but they aren't really, like, too impressed by the movie, and I'll tell you why in a second. But before we get there, I just want to tell you the basic plot breakdown through my words, because I'm sure you've seen the trailer. It was a viral trailer. So in short, you have a black boy, Chris, who has a white girlfriend, Rose, and so Chris is played by Daniel Kaluuya, Rose was played by Allison Williams, and so in short, you got this couple, they're like in love, it's cute, it's really cute, and it's innocent, and we see this like type of thing, and then she just says, hey babe, we're gonna go meet my parents this weekend, and he's like, okay, cool, did you tell them I'm black? And then she's like, I might have left that out, and he goes to meet them, and then that's where the plot kicks off. And I'm just gonna have to say, before I get into spoilers, for people who don't want to know spoilers, it's a really good movie. If you're black, you're gonna love it. If you're white and you're not racist, you're gonna love it. If you're white and you're not insecure, or no, if you're white and, let's just say, if you're white and you're not in denial that racism exists, prejudice exists, then you'll like it. And you'll even find it funny. And I can say this just because, to be honest with you, the movie theaters was very diverse. It was like, white, Hispanic, black. It was a lot of different cultures there. There were a lot of different races and ethnicities there. And everybody was laughing. Like, everybody laughed at the jokes. I mean, like, especially even the ones that hit hard. So, and I just want to get into spoilers right away, because I mean, like, to talk about the movie and not talk about spoilers, like, you have to kind of get a little deep with this. Okay, so first off, I want to start. I like to start with the good first. Like, I'm a man of God. I'm a man of good, positive, glitter, and love. So, you know what I mean? Like, I like to talk about the good stuff first. So, every horror film you ever went to, if you're anything like me, even if you're not saying it, you're thinking in your head, why are you doing this dumb shit, bitch? Why are you going in there? Especially when it's somebody black. You are black. Black people do not do this. We do not investigate. We run. Now, don't get me wrong. We are nosy, so sometimes we investigate. And I don't like to categorize us as in a box, but we are smart enough to know that when something looks creepy as shit, we seen enough scary movies, run, nigga, run. Haha. Yes. Okay. So, the best thing about this movie, and Jordan Peele, I would love to thank you for this. Jordan Peele of Key and Peele, the writer and director of this film, amazing debut. And I just read that the box office for Thursday was it was supposed to break like around 1.1 million. A feat for the brothers. Now, to continue, I'm reading the list. I kind of wrote some notes last night when I was in the theater. Such a nerd. I know. It's okay, but this is it. So, what I was saying earlier about, like, you having to say something to the screen, to the dumb, scared motherfucker. The best friend of Chris, Rod, played by Lil Rel, a comedian I'm unfamiliar with, but yet he was very great, and I'm sure he'll be everywhere soon. This guy was you. He was you. He was the one who was like on the phone like, yo, you need to get out of there. Like, you know what I mean? So we're in spoiler territory now. So let me just get into it. I think the film is like one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm going to throw you a bone, I'm going to make it a little funny, and I'm going to make you think that you're just laughing at this, but maybe you'll leave with a bigger message. And y'all know me, I'm always trying to find a bigger message. If there's no message in it, ain't no point. When I tell you, this movie was great, and let me tell you why. The message I walked away with was, if they can't enslave you one way, they'll enslave you another. And, and that was kind of like the theory of this movie. So they weren't really enslaving black people in the sense that they were trying to take control of them to to work around the house or anything like that. It was actually some like weird, creepy shit. Like, long story short, you ain't like immortality. You living forever, but they use black people. He said there was no reason, which is funny because, you know, all throughout the movie they state the reasons and they show the reasons. But I think when it's time for, I'm gonna just be real. When it's time for, you know, a white person to admit black greatness, as we sing at the Grammys, it's kind of hard. So they just be like, well, we don't know. We like your music. It's great. You know, that Tiger Woods, you know, that Beyonce, that Michael Jordan, that LeBron James, you know, that type of thing. So it's like, and another thing. So basically what happens is you got this hypnotizing mother who wants to stop Chris from smoking. Chris is the son, you know, the black boyfriend. And she wants to stop him from smoking, but she actually is like doing this to deal with what happens later on in the plot, which is to basically use his body for someone else. So what they would do is, like, grandma who would die would now be transplanted into this black body. But the way that they were getting the black bodies, except for one, I believe, they would get the daughter to, well, maybe she got him too, but the daughter would scout like black people, fall in love with them, and in short, she would my bad. So in short, she would kind of lure them to her house, and once she got them home, they would never come back. Creepy, right? Creepy, but it was so good. There was so many surprises and twists and turns in the film, and all throughout it, I can't tell you everything because I know you probably haven't seen it yet, but it was just so great. I really advise you to go see it. If you're black, you're going to love it. Oh yeah, I think I said that already. Yeah, I did. Anyway, I just really recommend you to see it. Everyone did a great job. All the acting, it was funny. It had those same type of scares that you see in most horror films where it's just like something that goes, you know, and then with a noise. And so everybody jumps in the theater. I know my ass be jumping. I'm scared of everything, so it don't really take much effort to scare me. But I like being scared though, like, of that type of stuff. Like, it's like funny to me because it's like the fact that something can control me like that. I love that. But other than that, I just want to commend Jordan Peele for this. It was an amazing film. I definitely give it an A, because A plus, if you will. Go ahead, because it wasn't what I expected. I expected it to be corny a little bit. When I first saw the trailer, I didn't even know it was a movie, like a real movie. I'm thinking it was like a fake trailer because it kind of seemed like a little low budget. But can I get into one other thing real quick? And I cannot wait until I grow this audience, because I want to really combat so many different issues and really have a voice, not just for myself but for our people. Because what I see with a lot of these articles and reviewers is that, you know, the fragileness of white people is so prevalent. Let me tell you why. So I'm in a coffee shop one day and this white guy like, I want to tell a race joke. And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, if I wanted to tell a joke about Asians, you would find that funny. He was white. He was homeless. He's like, you know, you would find that funny. And if I wanted to tell a joke about Mexicans, you would find that funny. I said, no, I wouldn't. I don't find any race jokes funny. It's 2017. I'm a little more conscious than I was years ago. So he's like, so my friend was like, go ahead and tell a joke. Because at this point, he was being like aggressive. And, you know, we was at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? So he was white, he was black. So he's like, I don't even remember the joke because I really turned out. I wasn't listening. He was like, you didn't find that funny? I was like, I wasn't listening. You know, that type of thing. But so it's like, when the joke's on us, which it always is really in most times, you know, we're supposed to find it funny. And don't get me wrong, we do. We all know how to laugh at certain shit. But with a lot of these reviewers, I see them saying like, well, you know, some things it took too far and some things I can't relate to. And it's like, this is the reality. Someone commented underneath my video, because I said one thing like blacks are oppressed. I said in the video, and somebody was like, I don't know what's funnier, the film or the fact that you think blacks are oppressed. So I was thinking like maybe they were trying to take it from one of those standpoints of like we are so strong and powerful that we can't be oppressed. But, yo, the fact that, you know, it's like people are afraid of what is real. So they just, and that's why things like this in this movie seem realistic and relatable, because it's like, been there before. Like there's a moment where he says something about Tiger Woods. And he's like, you know, I love golf. You golf? And he's like, no. And he's like, well, you know, that Tiger Woods, he's great. And it's like, I don't golf. I don't give a fuck about Tiger Woods, nigga. I don't know shit about golf. Why are you telling me about Tiger Woods? Like, what are you saying? And he said, show me your form, boy. Oh, nigga, I would have went nigga. And it was one point in the movie, somebody yelled, like, go nigga on him. Like, be the nigga that they want you to be. Because in some instances, it's like, if you're black, you understand exactly what I'm saying. It's like, we hate to be stereotyped. We hate to be boxed in. But it's like, sometimes I'm going to just have to give you that stereotype. I'm going to have to put myself in that box and show you what you want to see. Alright, so that was another Don't Press Play review. And, oh, I forgot to tell you, you should definitely press play. I mean, I think I said that from the beginning. Press play, boom, 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 boom. Press play, little sound. Alright, there we go. Be sure to subscribe. Sorry if I got too political. I really like the film, so it brought something out of me. This video is a little long. Hopefully you subscribe. Alright.